Let's talk about Near or Near Protocol. Yeah, guys, this is one of my favorite projects, and I can say that the last 4 days have been kind of nice for Near. As you can see, we did go down all the way to what was it? The low at $3.42. Now that's amazing. But yeah, this daily support basically held us up. And right now we have to work on $4.17 on a weekly time frame resistance. So that's going to be a little bit stronger. So we may get there today. Just depends on the market, of course, guys. And after that, we have to go to about $5, really, almost $5 here on this daily resistance. Now, we did get a rejection there last time. We did get rejected several times, basically. And so we'll see if we can break that through that, easy or not. Now this resistance here, you can see it did take us some time to break as well. So we'll see what happens with Near. We are overall on a downtrend too. So if I were to basically draw a trend line, kind of a local trend line, local resistance, we can say that, let's just take that from here. Let's move this down like this. So yeah, guys, basically I'm going to say that, we did get a rejection here in July. We got a rejection in August. So I think before we get up to, this $5 mark, basically, we're going to have to deal with this trend line first. This is kind of a local resistance right now. So this, if we were to deal with that today, it's about $4.73. Don't think we're going to get there today, but you never know, guys. We'll see. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is surging upwards. From my last two videos, it's higher. I made a video on stacks and optimism, but yeah, it was a little bit lower then. So we will see if we will deal with the Fibonacci here at the top of it and this trend line today. It could happen. Maybe we will hit it and maybe even go into it like yesterday. As you can see, we tried to get above it. I made a video when we were below it, and I just wasn't sure that we were going to deal with that today. But the more you hit something, the weaker it gets, so that's a good thing. Hopefully this next time we can break through it. But without really any news, today, I just don't know if we're going to be able to push through it. Now, we do have kind of a double bottom structure here. You can see that we do have equal lows, basically, so that's a good thing for Bitcoin. And yeah, guys, we just need to deal with this trend line basically and get back in. Now, we didn't spend that much time below it before, so it's a little bit worrying that we are so long below this trend line. And if I zoom out, you'll see that this trend line has basically kept us up since February. We got some bounces. Here we fell through, but we immediately got back up with a nice big green candle. It supported us here in August. Supported us a little bit more in September, but we just fell through on the 5th of September, guys. So anyways, let's see what Bitcoin does. It is looking much better. I wouldn't panic. And really everything depends on these economic numbers that, today we don't really have anything. There is a Fed vice chair speaking today, but I'm just not sure if he's going to speak or if it's blackout period, because I've seen that it is the blackout period right now. So now let's take a look this week. So tomorrow we have CPI numbers, and we'll see, what we get. Hopefully we get, numbers that favor us. And Thursday we have continuing jobless claims. We have initial jobless claims, and we got PPI numbers. So that's another very important day, basically as equal as important as Wednesday, I would say. But Friday we do have, Michigan numbers like consumer sentiment, expectations, things like this. Also important, but I would say it's probably the third most important day, this week remaining. So we'll see. All of this will affect basically the interest rate cuts. And right now we have 73% believing in a quarter-point cut. There is still a sizable amount, though, believing in a half-point cut. Now, everything depends on tomorrow and Thursday. So we will see, guys. Consumer sentiment on Friday maybe can sway a little bit, but most importantly, Wednesday, Thursday, I think we're going to see these numbers drastically shift. It's going to be 80, 90% short at that point. And whether that's for a quarter point or a half point, we just have to wait and see, guys. Now, I do believe that we're going to get a quarter point in September, November, and December. And I always say in every video, I do believe January could be a skipped month. Or we can cut maybe another quarter. But I don't think that we are going to, jump down to 375 or 4. I do believe that Powell might reevaluate everything and come back in March. And, but March, they still expect further cuts, guys. So we will see. That's just my guess, my opinion. Don't take it for anything. Don't go to Polymarket and start betting just because I said this. But yeah, I do think if he cuts drastically, and quickly, I think it will be panic for the market as well. So we don't want that to happen either. Now, if we take a look at the crypto fear and greed, basically we are at 33 today. Yesterday it says 26. Now, when I looked on Binance yesterday, I think it was 29. So they may have their own fear and greed just for Binance users. But now we're just in normal fear, as you can see. So we were in extreme fear, but now we've gone to fear. And if we look at this chart, and if I put this on the year, we basically haven't been down this low, since last September. And only did we enter, the 30s, basically what? Well, back here. Okay, so in June. So we've been down here in this period of fear for some time, with the exception of July, where we had, a good month. But yeah, I mean, we've been, the majority of the time down here in 30s and 40 range. So I do believe that we're going to see another surge up. We're going to make our way back up in the 60s to 80s. And, we're going to shock the world with Bitcoin. A lot of people got bored and they left. So, this chart, if we look at Bitcoin again, it's just 6 months, just basically sideways action, guys. Now, I did make a video yesterday that showed that there was just a channel that we're trading in, because I was on my other PC and you could see it more clear. But yeah, guys, basically we're just trading sideways here. There's nothing going on. It's boring. I understand, guys. This is boring. We are just trading down, and we need to break this top side of the resistance here. So if we were to do that today, that would take place at about 66.4, 66.5, let's just say, and we have to get above this trend line. You can see that it's rejected us, every month, basically, in April, May, June, July. Now, we got kind of close last month. We didn't quite touch it. But yeah, we were only $2,000 or $3,000 away, which for Bitcoin is not that much, guys. So anyways, let's take a quick look at the crypto bubbles. Now I'm just going to look at the top 100. You can go look yourself for anything else. But we do have a few reds here. For example, FTN, I've never heard of this coin. It's red. We do have HTX over here, red. Now, NEO, I don't think this is anything special. BTT. So a lot of these coins that are just not great projects are not going to probably surge as high as, for example, WIF. A lot of people have faith in WIF. And Phantom. I did a video on Phantom last night. Stacks. I just did a video today on Stacks. FET. Did one last night on FET. Near Protocol. Yeah, you can see. This is 4.5% up. That's pretty sizable if you look across this board right now. So yeah, guys, the better projects are going to surge higher, quicker, probably. But yeah, everything depends on really Bitcoin. Like I said, we're at 57.2. Not great to see that we're in the 50s, and we've just trended down for 6 months. But, this is just the market, guys. This is what happens. So yeah, if you like this video about Bitcoin and Near Protocol, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.